Okay, so here we are in Adobe Bridge again. This is going to be the last little piece of this, and we've got contact sheets made. We've had our quick little slideshow that we can show to the parents, but here's a little slideshow that the students can create themselves really quickly out here, save it as a PDF, and then send it off to somebody, give it to the teacher, put it in your Dropbox, whatever you need. So on the right-hand side, you notice we had columns and rows before. Here, we're going to do one column and one row, and that means every single page will just have one image, and it'll have to dissolve one into the other. Let's see how that looks. We'll hit the refresh preview button again, and here we see page one, the very first image, and it's going to go in the order of the slides that are at the bottom. Just remember that, so if they are in an order you don't want them, you would want to rearrange them first, or have your students rearrange them. And on the right hand side, we go back over to our columns and rows section. We're going to scroll down. We've got all the headers and footers we want. Way down the bottom of that whole section on the right hand side, you're going to see we've got the playback section. Now we want it to open in full screen mode. That's going to be kind of nice. And we'd like to have it automatically advance. And maybe we don't want 5 seconds in between. Let's do 2 seconds just so you can see how this works. And then if you have loop after last page, this will create a PDF that just keeps playing. Kind of nice. The transitions here are a little clunky when it makes a PDF, but you can certainly choose transitions. Let's just see what happens. We'll choose dissolve just to see how that works. And the speed of the dissolves will say medium. Okay, you can even add watermarks there. We won't. And we're going to just hit save at this point. So let's see what this looks like. I'm going to call this slideshow test. And we're going to put it on the desktop. And you could give it whatever name you want. Actually, have the students put their name there, I think is a good idea. It's going to generate this PDF. Might take a second or two more because we've got 36 different images that it's going to try and put on really 36 different pages. And one of the things that I try to do with my Photoshop guys anyway is to have them go into Photoshop and create a title page. Very simple. They just open up a new Photoshop document. They could even make it US paper size because that's what the size of this is. And they'll put their name in there, put maybe the name of the project, and save it out as a JPEG. And then what they do is open that up and throw it into the folder, into the collections, and then they've got their slideshow title page in with the collections. They can have that first in the whole list, and then as the thing progresses, you'll see that they've got a title page and off it goes. So this is taking a couple extra seconds here, but that's all right. Just point out a couple things while that's cooking. On the right hand side here, you do have the ability to add the watermark. And some folks really enjoy having the watermark there, so that kind of puts like a little name. You know how watermarks appear on something, so it kind of hides what you've got. Your name is kind of hiding in the picture, so people can't open it up and take it and kind of claim it as their own. And you can also change your transitions and the speed and all that other stuff. And way at the very top on the right hand side, you'll see there's also a web gallery piece, which is kind of nice. You just put all your pieces together in a web gallery. And as long as you've got some kind of website connected to your school, you can upload that web gallery and have a little bit of a nice little preview of all the stuff that your students are doing in this particular project. All right, so it's almost done cooking. It looks like it anyway. Let's see what we got here. And what should happen here, let's hope, is that it's going to open up in full frame, or it's going to ask us, hey, would you like this to be full frame? And we'll say yes. And we should be able to see this little PDF. Here we go. It says the document is trying to put Acrobat in full screen mode, which takes over your screen. In this mode, it's possible to present documents that look like other applications, blah, 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 blah. Yes, please. And here comes our little slideshow. And I have the dissolves at 2 seconds. And we had dissolve as our choice there. That's kind of nice, right? And this can get saved out now, and the students can present this. They could change the color of the background, by the way, to something else. Could have it as black with white type. All kinds of fun stuff. All right, so we're going to stop that. I'm going to hit escape there and get out of that. And we're back to our little preview page. And then what we would do is we would hit save on this one. And actually, it's already saved, excuse me. And then we can drop that right into an email. So let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to get out of that, and we're going to get out of Bridge, and we should see this showing up on the desktop. And there it is, slideshow test PDF. And all you've got to do is, if you want to use that an attachment, put that on an attachment to an email, you can do that and send it off to anybody. Kind of nice.